Hey, welcome. New week, new Affinity, it seems. Today we're gonna be looking at. Oh, by the way, this is AstroPad on the iPad, so it is the PC version. But I tried using AstroPad on the free version for now. I still can't get used to it. I'll show you what I mean. So on the AstroPad, like on the iPad, you could just pinch to zoom, and that was the bit that. Hey Bella, Bella, get on your cruise and enjoy yourself. So yeah, on AstroPad, you can't just pinch to zoom like that, which I'll show you now if it lights up on your screen, hopefully. So what you have to do is put your 2 fingers on the screen. It's not showing up for you, is it? I get 2 red dots, and now it'll let me do things like pan it and all that. Doesn't work that great. And like I'll try. It's not smooth at all. So I tried. I don't know whether I'm going to stick with it. The other thing that I find is that it hasn't got a keyboard, and that is something that I really miss. But I've got Windows to make me a keyboard, so you can click down here. I've still got technically a keyboard, but it doesn't give you that feedback the iPad does. That is what's getting me down lately. But it's not quite iPad. Hey, set them up. Yeah, so welcome to the live, as we usually have a Q&A weekly. As you can see here, there's QR codes to join the clubs and things if you want to. So Q&A, how does that work? Go to how do you ask? You can ask me directly in the chat. You can ask in the comments. You can ask in the Q&A section of the Discord, or you can ask in the Facebook community. You can take pictures of any of those QR codes down there, or the links are in the descriptions. Hey Renee, welcome. So what we're going to be looking at today is the undo brush tool. Now this is something that's new to me from iPad, but I think it was in version 2 on the PC version, but it's one of these things where it's new to me, so it seems like a new for Affinity, but it's not really. Let's get to using it. Just going to turn it off. Okay, so we've got a blank canvas. We're going to go to Pixel, or the old photo mode as such, just so we can get access to the stock here. We're going to go to stock. We're going to go to Pixel Bay because I prefer it. Notice I'm using the mouse because I just can't get used to the pen. And we're gonna oh, actually I do need the pen because I need to get my keyboard out that I can type in there. I'm just gonna put landscape. Sure. There we go. The other thing that really annoys me is that on iPad you can just scroll with the pen. On the mouse you can scroll with the wheel like this. Like that. But on this version, like I'm using it today, you can't do either, so you've got to go to this little tiny thing here and use that scroll wheel like that slider, and that is really annoying, especially when you just like pick whatever and like it doesn't work. So let's find one of these pictures. Let's use that tree one down there. That looks good. Yeah, that one. Let's drag it out so we've got it on screen. I'm gonna do that weird pinch to zoom thing. So I'm gonna go 2 fingers on the screen till I get the red, and I can zoom around with this. Now I'm just gonna make it the size of the canvas, like that, like that. And you zoom it back out, and maybe pan it across. We can see it. There we go. Okay. So for some reason we're already on the history panel, but normally you'd be on navigator. So I would have told you to go to history, which is just here. This shows you everything you've done. So we did transform and transform twice. We pasted the image in, that kind of thing. So now go to layers so you can see something. So this image is an image file. Now what we're about to do doesn't work on an image file because they're protected. So we're going to have to rasterize this into a pixel layer. So we right click right on the where it says there. And then rasterize will be down this list. And now it'll change to a pixel layer, just like this. And now what we do will affect it. So let's do a couple of things to this image. Let's go into an adjustment. And let's go to make it black and white. Perfect. So it's black and white. The only thing is, I don't want it to be black and white anymore. So I'm going to delete that. Like this. And go back to the original. Now I'm going to do another, I'm going to choose a live filter this time. And let's choose something that makes a difference, like ripple. There you go, so you can see that ripple effect. But I don't want that either, so I'm going to get rid of that. By right clicking the ripple effect and deleting it. Going back to the original. As you can see, all this is happening in, let's get the mouse so I can show you. Yeah, everything that I've done, like adding it, deleting it, it's all in the history. So the history works like you could literally go and then back to the black and white version. And there we go. You could just go to the ripple one. And there it is. So right now we're just back on our normal. So this is where we are. I'm just going to add another adjustment. What should I use? I'm going to change the HSL. I'm going to change the hue. Make it something like purple. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Something that really changes the picture is what I'm going for. And now I'm going to delete that as well. So we're back to the original. Just like this. However, all those things that we just did are in that history panel. And that's where this tool comes in. So this tool, put this pen away a minute because it's bugging me. So back to the mouse. Here we go. Sorry, my voice is very bad today. Yeah, down on this side panel here, under the pixel or photo mode, there will be the clone brush here. If you hold it, underneath it, you'll find the undo brush tool. Like this. Just gonna select that one. The way that you use it, because you might have heard of it before, but I've never actually showed how to use it, so you might not know how to use it. So these little icons in the history panel that show like a reverse brush on it. So these are all to set the source of the undo brush tool. So we could set it to where we added black and white. There. Oh, I'm gonna need the pencil again. So what it'll do now is that when we I'll do it on this hill first. Yeah, when we use the brush now, it will actually go black and white where we're touching now. Just like that. Very cool. I'm just gonna carry on making this hill. So you could make all sorts of things with this. Just showing you an example. So, have you seen those pictures where they've got one bit of colour in the middle, and everything else is black and white? They might not have used this, but you could use it. So there we go. But we're not done because there is other things in that list that we used. So we could go to the where we set the HSL adjustment just here. Remember it was purple? So let's make the sky purple. Like this. Obviously, you don't have to use these effects or anything. I'm just saying that this is an example of it. But you could make all sorts of things with it. Just trying to colour in the sky a minute. I know it's looking a bit green actually. And that is because it's a HSL adjustment. So it is just picking on whatever colour it is and then using a blend mode on it. So it'll change whatever's there. And what's there is blue. So it's going to go green. I think that is pretty much done there. Now we got one more thing that we did, and that is we used the ripple effect. So let's go to where we added the ripple just here. And let's use some of the ripple effect on these trees. So just here. Around the edges you'll see it more. Gonna go around the edges of the tree. Just like that. Maybe this tree. You can start to see what the ripple effect actually does to things. I know that I got a bit of blue sky there because I missed. But you get what I mean. So yeah, that kind of effect. And that is how you use the undo brush tool. There is another way of using the undo brush tool, which is awesome as well. But it's very much the same as what I just showed you. So let's go, let's delete this. Yeah. I can never find anything on here, it's horrible. Edit and then delete. Yeah, because I've used the iPad version for so long. This is all foreign to me. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to get that same image so it looks the same. And go back to stock. Oh, like it's already on landscape, so that's good. Was it this tree one? So I'm just going to drag that tree back in. We got a fresh new tree again. Gonna resize it if we can. Okay, the move tool. And I'm just gonna have to use my dodgy fingers again like this. And then just raise it so that it's full canvas. like that, and like that. And now you use the 2 fingers again. No, it's not working. Come on. There we go. Zoom back in. There probably is an easier way. There we go. So now, I never knew over the years what on the brush tool. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's been there, but no one's really explained how to use it. Which is hopefully what I'm doing now. So, we've got our tree, but again, it's an image layer at the moment because we just dragged it in. So I'm going to go set it to a pixel layer. I rasterize it now. Just like that. So now it's a pixel layer and it can be adjusted. We've already got the history panel open. We don't need that. We just need snapshots now. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a snapshot of this picture as it is by pressing this add snapshot. And then we're just going to rename it. Just going to have to use my pen again to get that keyboard out. Just going to delete that. There we go. It's so dodgy, can't hear nothing. I don't know if it's working. Right, now, we're just going to call this default. This is how it came across to us. So this is default tree. Here. Okay, now that one's in our snapshots. Awesome. We're just going to add those adjustments and live filters again. So first off, we added a black and white, an adjustment. So black and white. There. We're going to add another snapshot. I'm going to get my keyboard out again. Deal with deleting. So annoying. And then just call this one black and white. Okay. But now we're going to delete that one. Just like that. Just get rid of the keyboard a minute. So now we got default and black and white still in the snapshots. And we're going to add another, we're going to add a live filter this time. Down here. And ripple effect worked really well. So I'm going to go to ripple. And there we go, and there's the ripple effect. I'm just going to add a new snapshot. Like that. Try and use the actual keyboard now. A bit of a lean. I'm just going to put in a ripple. Hopefully that worked. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it did. Okay. So now we've got all three. Like that. I'm going to delete this effect from it. Okay. And now we're going to add the last adjustment, which is the HSL. Here. Going to make it purple. Like that. Awesome. We're going to add the snapshot. Just going to use this keyboard again. I'm just going to say purple. Oh. I felt like I pressed too many buttons. Seems to be okay. So yeah, then we got purple. I've never used snapshots, but they're handy. So I'll show you what they do in a sec. So that's purple, but we're going to delete that HSO adjustment. There. So snapshots in general, they take you to a point in time that you were. So a bit like the history, but more like you could like add all sorts of stuff to a snapshot, then take a snapshot of it, then delete like all that stuff, and you could always bring it back. Not quite like history, but it is a little bit like history. It's like odd. Yeah, no iPad version yet. It's so annoying. So if we wanted the black and white snapshots, we could go to this one, and hopefully users. Why is it not going there? That is not how it works on the iPad. You just click on the iPad. Do you have to like tick it or something? Restore snapshot. So it's a little bit different. So there's the black and white with the layer as well, black and white just here. So we don't want that. We just want to go back to default. So we're going to restore it back to default. And now that layer's disappeared. So that's awesome. So we're back on where we were, but we've got all these snapshots. And now we're going to do the same thing again. So if you can't find it, it will be under the clone tool. And then it's just underneath undo brush tool. And then on this one, kind of like history, instead of the little rewind button, you've actually got set it as a source. So it's got a little S. Same kind of thing. So first off, let's set it to black and white. Now when I draw on here, it should go black and white. Which way around did we do it last time? We did, I think it was the hill that we did last time, black and white. So let's do it the opposite way. Let's do the sky up here. And it's not working. Great. Why is it not working? That's it. Is it just because we're not clicked on this layer for some reason? Let me try it now. Yeah, it was. Very weird. I don't know why I unclicked that layer, but okay. At least it was an easy fix. So I'm just going to go through the sky and get rid of all the blue. There's some quite dark clouds as well. So just do all this, get rid of the colors. No, we can't see that tree this time. Oh well, we'll just use these two. I'm just going around the tree as close as I can. Obviously, I'm not doing this amazingly because I'm trying to rush it on the live. But there we go. So now we got that one sorted. That's all black and white up top. Let's use the purple. So we're going to set that as the undo brush source now. Like that. Remember to click the little icon on the left. That's the bit that sets it. Clicking it will do nothing. So now, hopefully, what's that? And just read in your comments. That's exactly, yeah, I forget as well to use them, so don't worry, you're all in the same boat as me. I do it all the time, and I'm like, oh, if I'd have done that, that thing I deleted like 50 pages ago would come back. But now it's gone forever. Or like I have to ruin half hour's work just to get that one thing back. That kind of thing. So I'm just going to paint the purple on the hill this time. trying to go as carefully as I can, but there I am on the live, so it's not going to be perfect. There we go. We'll just color this in now. About as good as we're going to get it on the live. Obviously, I'd go way more careful if I was doing this legit. There we go, one purple hill. Now we got the last one. Lurk. Yeah, that is when someone is in the chat but they're not talking. It's called a lurker. Is that a new word for you, Rennie? I'm just going to go to Ripple. So that is the source. That's the last one. I'm just going to bring on this tree again like we did last time. Drawing the edges. There. And this little bush down here, or a tree. It looks like a little bush down there. There we go. So it's kind of the same, but not. So I'll to explain. Just expanded your vocabulary. Another word, good. So yeah, that is how the unbrush tool works. And like I said, you could have all sorts of fun because you could apply all sorts of adjustments, then go back to your default, and then use them one by one with a brush just to paint them in where you want them. You can make it look exactly how you want it to. Something that's very cool, but always forget to use. So that is the demo that I want to do today. Let's have a look at some of the work that you've done over the week. Start with Maverick. He has done these ones here. Tell me if you can see that. The hills on. Yeah, purple hill. Crazy. I would zoom in, but you know how it is to try and zoom in. I'm just gonna leave it there. He's even put the Bella's cruise that she's on right now just there, so that's very cool. Speaking of Bella, she's gonna get an honorary mention. She hasn't done anything this week because she's on a cruise, but she did do these a couple of weeks back. These are the bags she makes. Just here. We got changeover. He's in the chat right now. These entries. You did the same turtle, yeah, I'm getting to you. That was changeover. And then Renee. There. He did an isometric Merry Christmas thing that I forgot to show you last week, so I'm showing it now. And there's that same swirl. So that brings me to this week's challenge, which was anything to do with that unbrush tool, a new brush tool. Just have a play, see what you can do. Post it to us, and yeah, I'll include it on the live next time. Very cool. Nikki unfortunately didn't actually do anything this week because she's busy. Yeah, I think that's it. So we'll put it back on the Q&A. And we'll open it up to questions. Just wait for the chat to catch up. I don't know whether I'll keep this astropad or not. You have no question, okay? Anyone else? You're going to eat lunch. Good. Have fun. Great lesson. Thanks very much. And go and enjoy your cruise. So if there's no questions, I'm going to call it there for this week. You have no questions, so am I, okay? And I will see you on the next time that we do this. Thank you very much for coming, and I will see you in the next one.
Paint strokes hit the screen like a heartbeat. Teek Fox in the zone, can't skip a beat. Tutorials blaze and they spark the art. Digital canvas when a legend starts.